And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the final regular season home game of your Everett Jets. Tonight they take on Bellingham United. Hello everyone, I'm Carl Estelle. Alongside me in the booth is my colleague Brent Pradley. Brent, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to a good game, and weather's great. Fans are loud, so let's hope for a win.
Well, it's certainly not as bad as the last home game with the heat and humidity we had to deal with up here in the broadcast booth, wasn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. 25 degrees is going to have a huge difference tonight.
Well, certainly. Well, let's look into the starting lineups for your hometown Everett Jets. Let's go. So, at first, for the Vasco Rubio, for the final regular season home game, head coach Vasco Rubio goes with a 4-4-2 formation. Cole Weaver is in goal. Luke Pope at right back. Devin Schull will be right center back and will be the captain for tonight's game, with Bryce Coffin in the left center back role, with Sawyer Walthall at left back. In the midfield, Lamine Damfa. He had a goal and assist in the game against Washington Premier FC 2 weeks ago. He will start at right midfield. The central midfielder will be patrolled by Manny Segura and Aiden Fernandez, with Brian Guzman in the left midfield. And up top, Jordan Correa will partner atop with Sam Augusti. For the visitors, the informed Bellingham United, and their last game, they lost their first game of the season as they lead the North Division. Riley Little starts in goal in the 3-5-2 formation, with Spencer Wolf at the right center back. Danny Fazio will be as the central center back, with Ayakov Shmelev in the left center back. Noah Rasmussen and Noah Betancourt Cruz will be the two central midfielders, with Elliot Rains and Drew Farnsworth as the outside wing backs. Ivan Collins slots in at central forward, or perhaps a false nine role, as the two forwards will consist of Uriel Herrera and Richard Henderson, Bellingham United's league team leading goal scorer with 3 goals to his name. Early signs in this game. So, Brent, talk to me about the game and what are your keys to the game tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to see him get Damfa involved right away. As you mentioned, he got a goal and an assist in the last match. He came on at halftime and he changed the game. So I'd like to see them get him involved right away. They keep a little bit of possession. That would be good too. I think last game was a little too direct. Every time we got the ball, we just hit it long, hit and hope, and every time we lost the ball. So keep possession and getting Damfa involved.
Well, it certainly has been this is the last regular season game of the season. So the starting of next weekend, it will be the playoffs. As the playoffs, as Pope keeps it in, sends it to, I believe that is Danny Fazio, throw in by Elliot Rains, Rains will be on that left wing back side. Our officials crew, we also have our officiating crew tonight. Liam Leonard gets our main referee, with Hillary Olson as our near sides referee, and Matthew Morgan will be our referee on the far side. So interesting times indeed with this. It was an altered season too, with only six regular season games instead of the usual 8 or 10. I mean, like I said, we're lucky. Who could have imagined at this point a year ago at this time that we'd be back having sporting events, we'd be back in attendance with the pandemic. It's certainly been a change of what we've seen, hasn't it, Brad?
It has been. It's nice to have obviously crowds as well back in the stadium playing soccer.
Danfa sends it off. He dumps it off wide to Aiden Fernandez. Fernandez shoots and his shot is blocked, and Bellingham United try to come away, and Bryce Coffin takes from behind, and the referee Liam Leonard signals a foul, and Bryce Coffin simply walks away, and he knows he was in the wrong.
Just real quick to go back to that point we made about the last year we've had. I think we can all say for certain that one thing we learned last year with sports is they're nothing without the fans, right?
Well, it certainly was. It was certainly awkward seeing every single professional sport of every kind playing in empty stadiums or arenas with pumped-in crowd noise. We couldn't imagine it just certainly felt like, and the players feed off of that. Well, that was near defensive calamity, miscommunication between Spencer Wolf and his goalkeeper, Riley Little. Right there. Throw in on this near side. Fazio gives it right to Segura. Coffin out wide to Walthall. He drops it all the way back to goalkeeper Cole Weaver. Luke Pope with his arms wide, waving his arms on this near side. And Weaver's taking his time as a incoming Ariel Herrera. And there you go, the first familiar, obnoxious sound of the most infamous noisemaker in all of football, the Vuvuzela. Does that bring back memories of South Africa 2010, Brent?
So many memories.
But not for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Here's Damfa. He gets blocked, and he will be a throw-in. And as this is the final regular season game, and the postseason is nearing with the Evergreen Premier League, and the teams are figuring out, it's certainly clear that Damfa will have a part of the Jets for now and for the foreseeable future. Don't you agree?
I totally agree. I think last week, as I mentioned earlier, in my opinion, he was our most dangerous player. Came off the bench immediately. Created our first goal. Was able to beat his man out wide, got to the byline, crossed it in for Aiden Fernandez, and then I believe he drew the penalty as well as scoring it as well just a few minutes later. So,
well, so far early possession just Bellingham United stringing possession. Just to clarify, Everett Jets in their primary blue kits, Bellingham United in the all black. And it's intercepted by Damfa on this near side, on the wing. Damfa taking it himself, tries to cut in, loses the ball, and Scholl, excuse me, it was actually Jordan Carrera wins it back. So thrown quickly, Augusti sends it to Damfa, trying to flick it over and head it away. Segura holds off the ball and keeps it to Pope. Pope battling Augusti. Sends it to Devin Scholl, who switches it to Walthall on the far side. Guzman. Looking for options. Drops it back to Walthall. But now to Coffin. And Coffin tries to send a ball over the top, and it comes to no avail. It will be a throw-in on this far side.
There haven't been too many clear-cut opportunities yet, but already positive signs for the Jets.
Well, it's certainly what we talked about, and here the Jets win it back, but the pass is far too heavy, and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Riley, who hurls it out quickly to Danny Fazio, wastes no time, having time and space, and the center backs played out. What are your thoughts on and it's obvious, like I said, Bellingham United, they're coming in their 3-5-2, and it's a long ball over the top to Elliot Raines battling with Luke Pope. He gets in, Scholl gets in behind of Scholl, Pope, and then finally cleared upfield by Bryce Coffin. And look at this, Sam Augusti, and the goalkeeper, Riley Little, nearly out of his box. Nonchalant defending there?
Yeah, we almost got him. It was a long ball over the top, and Sam Augusti just not quite able to get there before the goalkeeper.
Well, I'm sure. And then Devin Scholl, the center back. And here it goes. Damfa. Carrera. He switches it to Guzman on the far side. Can Guzman keep it in play? He can't. Strange that Bellingham United, in the opening minutes, they've been giving away easy passes right to blue shirts. Here it goes. Correa taking himself, and he's taken down, and the referee by Noah Betancourt Cruz, and referee Liam Leonard says allows play to continue. And it looks like Ivan Collin body checks off Jets center back Bryce Coffin. It's nice we have the drum line out tonight. So who will take this throw in? It appears to be Danny Fazio will take this throw in as Bellingham United coach Jason Connolly telling him to Bellingham United head coach Jason Connolly for a minute ago was giving instructions to his team. So here comes Danny Fazio, thrown on this near side. Broken up by Luke Pope. And the throw-in will remain in the Jets' half. There's a throw-in. And Augusti, cross deflected. It will be out. It will be the first corner of the match. And it will go in favor of Bellingham United on this near side. So the goal scorer, Richard Henderson, will take this corner. Do you believe this will be an in-swinging ball? It will be an in-swinging ball since he's right-footed. Players' bodies. Brian Guzman on that near post. Here comes the ball, and it's headed away and cleared to Guzman. Not far. It's only as far as the 18-2. Elliot Rains. And Aiden Fernandez wins it on the far side and gives the Jets the throw-in on this far side. So, like I said, we've talked tactics, we've talked formations. We certainly should, not a doubt, throughout the season talk about formations. This head coach Vasco Rubio has used a different starting 11, and Luke Pope wins the ball. He's trying to take it himself. Luke Pope, he's in behind. Luke Pope sends it across, and it's cleared away. Luke Pope, emulating Alex Roldan from the weekend from the Sounders game in Colorado on the 4th of July. He almost broke in behind their back line, Brent.
Yeah, he did well to win it high, and got a little bit lucky with the bounce off the defender, but he was unlucky not to find Sam Agosti there.
Oh, that would have been amazing to go a goal up in just only the first 13 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that would have been a perfect start.
Coffin drops it back to Weaver, and Weaver boots it back upfield. Correa misses the header. Augusti wins it. Farnsworth back to Bryce Coffin. He drops it all the way back to Cole Weaver. So Weaver sends upfield, and here comes Lamine Dampa. Ball bounces around. Here comes Luke Pope has really committed himself to attacking on the overlap, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
So Walter sends the ball, and it goes into the stands. There are no ball boys, so unfortunately the ball bounces back down to the track. We are playing at Mariner. We're playing at Goddard Stadium on the campus of Mariner High School in Everett, Washington. So Is it a multi-purpose stadium? It can't be.
Yeah, it is.
And a foul, and Liam Leonard saying to that player from Bellingham United, saying, "I'm not going to allow you to continue. I'm not going to card you, but I certainly cannot allow you to continue." He was
quick at Luke Pope.
It was Uriel Herrera. Bryce Coffin. Quick pass to Devin Scholl. Scholl tries to send the long ball out wide to Brian Guzman, but it's intercepted, and the ball's won back. Sam Augusti's winning. The ball is winning nearly every ball that comes his way. Augusti looks for Brian Guzman out wide on the far side. Guzman cuts in. Guzman takes a shot, forcing the save to Riley Little. I believe it's the first shot on target in the match. It wasn't struck well, but it certainly made the goalkeeper Riley Little not let his guard down. And another call goes in favor. And what's this? Little gamesmanship by Ivan Cullen. Could you say that is warranting of a yellow card?
Yeah, he's just trying to slow the game down. Talking to was just fine.
Oh, look how far the captain, Richard Henderson, Luke Pope, tackle goes down. And a little trickery, and Uriel Herrera shoves off the Jets player, and
that was a nice little move.
Yeah, indeed.
Nice little move.
Devin Scholl, they play it quickly. And the referee says no, it wasn't ready for it. So the set piece is about from thanks to the American football markings. So it's likely an indirect set piece about from the 40-yard line. Devin Scholl will take. So Richard Henderson will have the captain's armband, and Manny Segura will be responsible for set piece duty as he just rolls it about maybe 35 yards, and referee Liam Leonard saying, I don't want you to encroach. I don't want you to do that. I said to leave it where I instructed you to. Here's the ball. Segura, in-swinging ball. Is it a gusty to header? Is it over? And it is a corner. It will be a corner to this far side. It's just... So Brian Guzman will be in charge of set piece, will be in charge of the corner on this far-hand side. Will be either Sam Agosti or the large head of Devin Scholl. Incoming ball to the far side. Devin Scholl's header! And it's collided, and it's caught by Riley Little. But Riley Little had his hands full in that moment, didn't he, Brent?
Yep. Good corner. Found the right man in the box, Devin. Big body, so looking bright so far.
There's one back. Augusti, man, he is winning balls. And here comes Danfa out wide. Correa turns. Augusti sends it out wide to Luke Pope. In time and space. And here comes Luke Pope on the left. Tries the back heel, and Danfa loses it. Danfa still winning it. Manny Segura winning it back cleanly. Correa turns. Correa, nice little trickery. Back to Danfa. Teammates calling him. Danfa switches it all the way to field to Sawyer Walthall. Walthall cuts in to Correa. Correa sends it out wide to Brian Guzman on this far side. Guzman whipped in cross. Here comes a header, and it's away. It was headed by a Bellingham United defender, but that could have gone anywhere. And the Everett Jets.
You had Luke Pope in the box. You also had Danfa coming in late.
Well, here comes Sam Agosti. Sam Agosti nearly wins it off of the center back. And it is a penalty. It's going to be deemed as potentially a back pass. And Danny Fazio is perturbed by the referee's call. And it will be. And as they're still, so Liam Leonard confirms with his referee Hillary Olsen on this near side. Was there anything that we didn't see from up here in the broadcast booth?
Is he just reverse call?
I have no idea. I did not just see what happened there, Brent.
I think he's giving him the benefit of the doubt there, I think. I think it was a pass back, but then it deflected off of a Jets player.
Because
Jets forward, and I think...
Because that's the only time a back pass, even if it does the back, the keeper can still touch the ball with his hands.
Correct.
Have you ever seen that? A referee... Because obviously in the Evergreen Premier League, there is no video review like there is in Major League Soccer, for instance. So will be a throw-in... So we have played 20 minutes. Your score, for those just tuning in, the Everett Jets 0, Bellingham United 0. Well, if you've missed any portion of this game or want to rewatch this game in entirety, you can simply tune in to the Everett Jets channel to rewatch the game right here on the Everett Jets YouTube channel. So Luke Pope surrounded and loses it back, and here come A failed counterattack by Bellingham United. Fazio. Bryce Coffin wins it cleanly. Ref allows to go. Sends it. Correa in trouble. Sends it to Segura. Sends it all the way to the far side to a wide open Brian Guzman with time and space. Down in the box. Players hurtling in. Brian Guzman cuts. Brian Guzman loses the ball. And it's won back by Elliot Rains. And cleared up with Everett Jets surrounding. And can Everett Jets? They can. It's 2v1. Ivan Collin. Richard Henderson on this far side. Richard Henderson, slide tackle and out and cleared by Bryce Coffin. Heroic defending there. Now, excuse me, Coffin was able to clear it off of Richard Henderson. It will be a goal kick. Excellent defending there, Brent.
Great defending. Real end-to-end stuff so far.
Was it what the Jets needed, or did they get lucky on the break?
Yeah, we probably pushed too many men forward on the attack. Got a little excited to attack, and they were able to counter us.
Well, a late challenge on Sam Agosti, and now Liam Leonard will have to take matters into. Will have to address the issue here as Ivan College protesting his disagreement, and the first yellow card. I believe it was to Noah Rasmussen, the central midfielder, and it comes in the 23rd minute. So Manny Segura standing over. Another indirect set piece, about 40 yards from goal. Here it comes. Lofting ball. Augusti. His head is around. Devin Schultz! Devin Schultz! What a save by Riley Little! Oh, the Jets could have come up within a goal to nil. And it's cleared up field, but a throw-in remains to the Everett Jets.
I have no idea how Devin did not score that.
And all of a sudden, hold on a minute. Referee Liam Leonard says the throw-in goes in favor of Bellingham United. Did I miss anything? Oh, Sam Augusti! Aiden Fernandez wins it! Aiden Fernandez shoots it and deflected off of the center back, Spencer Wolf. Bellingham United was caught napping there. And it was a criminal defensive mistake.
Yeah, I think Aiden probably chose the wrong option there. He probably should have cut inside. Once he took it wide, that's exactly where the defender wanted him to take it, and it was an easy block in the end.
So Lamine Danfo with his left foot will take this in-swinging corner from this near side. Here it comes. Ball set across. The header! It bounces around! Was there appeal for a handball? There is none. Play continues. Still not fully cleared. Danfo gets his boot up there. Still not cleared. Danfo, or just ball dancing around in the box. The Jets are getting closer and closer, and Ivan Collin pushed off, and Devin Schultz, he's not happy. He's perturbed by that. And in Bellingham United, giving away silly fouls, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
And another tackle, and then comes again, referee allows the throw in, and Drew Fontour takes a tumble.
Only a matter of time before we take advantage of one of these opportunities that they're just handing to us.
Let's just say, as Keith Costigan would say, let's just say not the commentators. Curse doesn't strike. It's like Augusti sends a little lobbed ball over the top to Brian Guzman and has to dance with Oyakov Shmelev, and Shmelev will hold off the smaller Brian Guzman for Bellingham United goal kick.
Good start so far. It's been all Jets. Bellingham has had one or two opportunities, but for the most part, it's been constant wave after wave from the Jets.
And they haven't been clear, concise chances from Bellingham either.
No.
Oh, here comes. No. Oh, Richard Henderson in behind. Richard Henderson off the post, falls to Uriel, and it's saved by Uriel Herrera. Well, the commentators curse nearly struck.
Nearly instantly.
Talk about that. And here it comes. Trying to help Guzman. To Segura. Walthall. Higher press by Drew Farnsworth. Catching our breath. Are we ready?
Yeah, they just need to use his throw and just calm down a little bit, slow it down a little bit.
Well, it was almost calamity. It was, well, Richard Henderson got in behind Bryce Coffin and then hit this, fires the first shot, and then Uriel Herrera comes in with a follow-up shot.
Yeah, both of them will be wanting those shots back.
So what is the key? How do the Jets make sure Bellingham United doesn't find their momentum?
Yeah, I think they just got to keep doing what they're doing. They're doing a good job at keeping the ball,
And
right?
moving it quickly.
And moving
into
it quickly.
space.
Yep.
Herrera,
They've done a good job.
Guzman.
Done a good job at creating chances. I think it's just a matter of not throwing everybody forward every attack, limiting the amount of space there would be on a counterattack.
And it's broken up by Jordan Correa. It looks like Correa has dropped. So Correa, who was penciled in as our striker, has dropped into that central midfield role. Danfa. Segura. Pope. And he gets tripped up by Uriel Herrera. And another foul given by referee Liam Leonard. Another foul conceded by Uriel Herrera. Scholl plays it quickly to Segura, drops it back to Bryce Coffin near the center circle. Long ball. No one in particular. Sarah Walthall can win it back. He drops it all the way back to Cole Weaver. Starting to play from the back, and it takes a deflection off Richard Henderson. He certainly has pace to burn, hasn't he, Brent? Especially when he came in so close off that shot off the far post, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Showed a little bit of pace and a lot of strength as well to hold off his defender. Was unlucky not to put his side up 1-0.
Well, it certainly was the case there. This is we are nearing we've played for nearly half an hour, and it's been the longest time, and Ivan Collin, muscles off Devin Scholl, who it takes a lot to muscle off with his tall stature and his tall frame. It takes a lot, doesn't it?
It does.
But you can also notice the Jets have certainly stuck to their plan. They've maintained their composure. And you can see that even though Bellingham United are first in the North Division, they have certainly showed their frustration that they haven't been able to execute their game plan as well as they would have liked. As Drew Farnsworth breaks in behind Uriel Herrera, Segura at the tackle, and will it be?
Goal kick.
It is a goal kick. But he was very lucky. Guzman made that sliding challenge, but it was close to being inside the penalty box where it could have risked conceding a penalty kick. Something you don't want, certainly. So half an hour has been played. Still the score remains at 0-0.
Not for lack of entertainment, though.
No, for the most part. This has actually been one of the better, exciting games. Henderson out wide. Reigns on the overlap. Reigns. Slide tackle by Lamine Damfa. Reigns tries to send it back in, and he can't put enough solid contact as he goes tumbling behind. It was a shot, but it was from a cute angle.
Vasco's going to be really happy with that defensive work from Lamine Damfa.
And
as well. He was telling you and I pregame that he likes to get forward a lot, but he doesn't always track back. So they've had the two of them have obviously chatted at practices and whatnot, and so he'll be happy with that defensive work
Correa,
from Damfa.
Augusti up the middle. Augusti out wide to Walthall. Coffin drops it back to Weaver. Weaver out of his box. Weaver receives the pass from about the 25-yard line. No Bellingham United player closing the Jets goalkeeper down. Just standing there just with his arms raised. It's like, come on, show for me. Now he just boots it long to the far side. Shmelev with the header. Another long ball over the top. Herrera knocks off Scholl. The shot takes a deflection, and it will be a corner. Although, as we've noted throughout this broadcast, Bellingham United not afraid to show the aggression and play a physical game. Richard Henderson is going to take this corner from the far side. Likely it will be an outswinging ball. He's naturally right-footed. The players on this near side. Here it comes. In-swinging ball. The header. And Spencer Wolf's header just wide for the goal kick. So it looks like, obviously, we have no ball boys, right? Looks like Cole Weaver has to retrieve the ball himself. One of the disadvantages of would be amazing if eventually this team, more fans, we have their ball boys for wouldn't that be something?
I'm sure the keepers will be thankful should that ever happen.
I will be waiting. I'll be excited when that day comes. Weave sends it. Augusti, Damfa, Pope, trying to show on the overlap. Augusti continues to win it off. It's 3-4. Black shirts, and he's taken and clipped by both Reigns and Herrera, and the referee allows the play to continue. Reigns penned by Damfa, and one held off, and Darren Scholl using all of his muscles off, and his fouls from behind, and Sam Augusti fouls Noah Rasmussen. It's the first set piece. The first set piece from this era for Bellingham United, don't you say, Brent?
Yes, first set piece.
So how do you deal with this if you're a goalkeeper, and as well as since the Jets are fending from east to west, how does Weaver deal with the sun in his eyes? The ball comes up. Solnila cleared. Augusti wins the header. Coffin, Rasmussen cleared, but only as far as Wolf. Correa. Shmelev all the way back to halfway. Ron Guzman, Manny Segura up front. And a ball taking deflection, and Darren Scholl has no choice but to whack that ball into the stands.
Good defensive work.
The Bellingham United, they certainly have been relying on playing that ball over the top, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've got their wing backs overlapping on the sides. Plus, they've getting lots of runners in behind. So it's been on multiple times. That just long ball over the top for them.
Correa, Pope, and a free kick. There's a few arms, but it wasn't any malice behind it.
Probably one of the more softer calls we've seen so far.
I think we've only had 2 yellow cards. Herrera takes a shot, and here come the Jets. The Jets can break. Sam Augusti, Correa, and here comes a hurrying Eddie Fernandez. Sam Augusti and can't win it, and Fazio gets knocked off in the box as he clears the ball away, and it forces another corner for the Everett Jets. A throw in. Correction, it will be a throw in on this near side. Throw in taken quickly. Damfa keeps it into Pope. Little lobs it in, but no one there in the middle. As it's cleared, but it's full. Poli kind of takes a deflection off Fazio. It will be out and pushed away. Chaotic defending. Chaotic defending by Bellingham United. Something has to give, surely.
Another opportunity for us to get our big men in the box.
Here we go. Lamine Damfa, whipped in ball. Here it comes. The header. Devin Scholl's header. Just wide.
Devin will want that one back.
Well, Well, they talked about it in the reverse fixture at the start of the first game of the regular season, how the Jets were neck and neck with Bellingham United. But unfortunately, the Jets lost, unfortunately, due to what they claimed was a questionable penalty call. How do they make sure that they don't repeat that? Damfa. Surrounded by black shirts, and pushing there's an elbow thrown by Noah Betancourt-Cruz. Betancourt-Cruz goes down. Referee allows it to continue. And here comes Drew Farnsworth. Far side, cuts in. Drew Farnsworth lays it off to Richard Henderson. What a save by Cole Weaver! And keeps it in. Fantastic goalkeeping by the Jets goalkeeper.
Great save from Weaver there. Great save. That's now 2 opportunities that Henderson's had. And keepers come up big on both opportunities.
Well, it's certainly been end-to-end entertainment throughout this match. And Aiden Fernandez held off by just arms all over by Noah Betancourt-Cruz. Throws it back. Fozzie. Richard Henderson from out wide. Luke Pope disrupts the ball and displaces it out wide for throwing on this near side. Throw in quickly. Devin Scholl easily there and boots it, his strong right-footed boot to halfway. Switches it to Shmelev. Another long ball over the top. Too far over everybody, just right to the hands of Cole Weaver. "38 minutes. We have nearly played the 45 minutes of the first half, and still 0-0. Oh, Augusti, little back-heeled flick. Didn't go to the right-handed person. Tries to slide tackle Betancourt-Cruz. Drops it to Shmelev. Correa wanders up forward. Out wide to Farnsworth. Back to Shmelev. Sends it to the middle to Spencer Wolf, the captain. Another long ball out wide to Farnsworth. 3-4 black shirts flooding the box. Farnsworth cuts in. Disrupted off. And cleared it once again upfield. Augusti. And you can hear the fans that are in attendance cheering on their home team. Seeing what's perhaps the Jets' best played match in their inaugural season. And here comes Manny Segura. Segura trying to battle off Spencer Wolf. Wolf to Rasmussen, back to Shmelev, back to Wolf again. Another long ball up the middle to Ivan Calder, who quickly turns to Herrera. Farnsworth out wide. Another cross comes in. Devin Scholl's headers away to Brian Guzman, who will keep it in play. He does. And he switches it out wide to Lamine Damfa. Damfa has to settle, holds up, has to take off 2. Referee allows play to continue. Is this the breakaway? Lamine Damfa out wide to Jordan Carrera. Carrera cuts. And it's cleared and it certainly should be. The Jets, here it goes. Augusti cuts. Little love ball. Pass Fernandez. One back. Luke Pope. Sends it to the middle to Manny Segura. Out wide to Sawyer Walthall. This is a good real spell of possession. Walthall's cross. Here comes the ball. The cross. The header is cleared. Only as far as the end of the box. Devin Scholl with the shot. It takes a deflection off of Uriel Herrera. It's cleared again. Richard Henderson. Time.
Back.
And he sends a long ball over the top to Ivan Collin, who can't win it. And it's won again by Farnsworth. Out wide to Collin. Collin holds it up from the far side. Cuts in. Holds off Walthall and Brian Guzman. Betancourt-Cruz drops it all the way back to Noah Rasmussen in the middle of the park. Luke Pope with a header away. Danfa. Correa with a little chested flick. He tried to chest it to Luke Pope, but he couldn't get it in time, and it's out for a throw in. Oh, this has just been entertaining football tonight, and we haven't had a goal yet. Shmelev. Farnsworth. Shmelev to Betancourt Cruz. Farnsworth. Dancing one-on-one. Disrupted and knocked away by Bryce Coffin. It will be another corner. And indeed it will be the third. It will be the third corner kick for Bellingham United. Any thoughts so far as we near halftime, Brent?
Well, we've played we've had some great spells of play. We've been a lot better in possession.
Oh, there's a collision. Cole Weaver goes down. And it will be another corner. He could not hold on to it. Seems to be clutching his jaw. He seems perturbed. He feels like the referee, Liam Leonard, did not protect him. And it's a difficult goalkeeper, isn't it? Especially in that situation, Brent.
Yeah.
So, Richard Henderson on this near side. It's the fourth corner. Bellingham United. Here it comes. Near post. Header just wide. Oh, that was close. And it nearly could have took out the wind out of the Jets' sails. It was a set-piece ball to the near post.
He just lost his marker way too easily. Yeah.
You can't, especially not near halftime at this close to halftime. You can't do that, can you? It's criminal.
Yep. Just lack of concentration in that split second allowed him to get free.
Having to dance off of, and here comes Herrera. Will Bellingham United have one more chance? Bryce Coffin holds off. Brian Guzman, they have to turn quickly. Brian Guzman taking on Noah Rasmussen. Brian Guzman gets wind behind the challenge, and Noah Betancourt Cruz pushes off. Referee allows the play to continue. Lamine Danfa can't win off and collides with Riley Little, the goalkeeper. Still, there was you could have called it, and then maybe the referee Liam Leonard could have stopped the play. There could have been two fouls that the referee could have stopped the play, certainly. Here it goes. Herrera drops it to Richard Henderson. Henderson looking for options. Sends to Rasmussen. Sends it out wide to Herrera, who's dropped to this left-hand side, on this near side, and Reigns is in behind a slide tackle by Devin Schull, and it will be nothing more than a goal kick. So as the sun settings, obviously as this half nears the end, is that Cole Weaver had to do his goalkeeping with the sun in his eyes. So the sun sets from our right hand side or to the west. Do you think that'll be advantageous for the Jets going into the second half, that they don't have to deal with that?
Certainly for the first part. Certainly for the first part of the second half when sun is still setting.
Aiden Fernandez wins it. And then gives it away back to Shmelev, back to the Bellingham United back line. Wolf. Spencer Walthall's. Devin Schull wins it. And it deflected off of the head of Danny Fazio. And it throws and Schull takes the throw in quickly to his near side. Danfa out wide to Devin Schull in the corner. Schull's corner is well over everybody. Sails into the second goal behind us. What do you say isn't that a field goal right there, Brent?
I think it went just wide of just wide of the uprights.
one of the known things of playing in a stadium that's owned by a public school district. Henderson. He's been penciled as the number 9, but he's been isolated in areas of the pitch. The Bellingham United, he hasn't had as many good looks from the forward position, hasn't he? Mm-hmm. Well, we've played the allotted 45 minutes, and there it is. So, at halftime, it's your score. You're the Everett Jets 0, Bellingham United 0. We'll be back after halftime to start the second half. Ready to resume, and if you look up on the TV picture, we have two resident ospreys in one of the nesting in one of the floodlights on the far side as we start the second half. Talk about season ticket holders, Brent.
I know, right? I got the best view in the house.
Yes, indeed, as well. Welcome back for the second half of the scoreline. The Everett Jets 0, Bellingham United 0, and here comes Damfa. Damfa trying to loses it off of Noah Rasmussen. Out wide to Drew Farnsworth on this near side. Farnsworth. And we do have a substitution. It has been made. Sawyer Walthall has gone off. He is replaced by Vinny D'Onofrio, who made his Everett Jets debut and first start in the last game in the 4-2 loss against Washington Premier FC. Had about 60 to 62 minutes for his Jets debut, and he certainly made good impressions, didn't he, to head coach Vasco Rubio? Brent?
Certainly.
D'Onofrio, a graduate of, I believe, Jackson High School. He also currently attending and playing school at EPLWA. Balls out wide to this far side to Lamine Damfa. Damfa cuts in. Damfa takes a shot, and it just sails over and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, didn't really have anybody up with him. That was really, apart from dribbling the whole defense, that was really his only option.
Well, we said as we talked with head coach Vasco Rubio in the pregame, he said that he loves to cut in from that right-hand side on his left foot. So
he does.
Emulating his best impression of Iron Robin, the Dutchman. Farnsworth. So there's a long switch. And Devin Scholl. Look at that. Herrera wins it. You got to be careful here. And there's no foul. Referee Liam Leonards does not blow his whistle. And can the Jets come back? And Noah Betancourt-Cruz just arms all over Sam Augusti. And then Herrera gets in the way. Herrera seems to be fed up. And there's the stern warning. Childish.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Gamesmanship tactics. So Bryce Coffin will take this kick from the center circle as he sends a long ball to the middle, and it's won in the air by Bellingham United's captain Spencer Wolf. Augusti wins it off of Augusti looking for options. Tries to send it in and loses it off, and here comes Bellingham United, could come away, and then he's across, sticks his foot out, and there's an offside flag as referee Hillary Olsen on this near side does indeed point for the offside flag as the Jets take it quickly. They play it quickly. Time and space. Correa. Damfa, they can't connect it to Damfa. Henderson. Scholl and Hoban. A throw-in will be given by the assistant referee on the far side, Matthew Morgan. It will be a throw-in in favor of Bellingham United. Look at that. We showed at the start of the second half a picture of those ospreys. That is their nest. That is their, as you would say, that is their home, and they've chosen to be resident ospreys in the floodlights here at Goddard Stadium. Is that one of the more peculiar things you've said on sports broadcast, Brent?
Well, they found a great spot to nest, that's for sure.
Well, they got a heck of a view of the match right in front. Even though they probably have not understanding, they're probably cannot make of what's going down below them. Obviously, this football match, birds of a feather. Rasmussen. And here comes Lazio to Elliot Rains, and Lorraine Damfa comes back defensively. Augusti is cleared away, and will be a throw-in favor of Bellingham United. Although many of the Jets players felt that the call should have gone the opposite direction.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that came off a Bellingham player, but.
So what do you think of the official? He means like he's called the fouls. He has not shown many cards, but
just the one card so far. But I think overall I think he's done a fairly decent job, to be honest.
He certainly controlled the game. He hasn't let Bellingham United or the Jets let things deteriorate.
Yeah, he's here to manage the game and make sure it doesn't get out of hand. I think so far he's done a good job.
That's a good spin away by Richard Henderson. And it slides out away, and he's barely lucky. And the Jets were caught. A few Jets players were caught flat-footed there.
Yeah.
In transition out of the back.
Yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling a little bit now to get out of our defensive end. So.
Well, the Jets certainly did well. If I recall, when I broadcasted the Washington State Super Cup game against the Wenatchee All-Stars, the Jets came out brilliant. To a flying start, you could say, when they had, I think, 3 or 4 shots, almost maybe I believe 5 shots that hit the post or that hit the woodwork, either post or crossbar, and it should have been a game where you felt that the Jets should have won. They lose that game 2-0. So Brent, and he was pushed off. Bryce Coffin is perturbed. His arms raised. He can't believe it that Ivan Collin just completely pushed him from behind. So as I was saying, Brent, like, how do you keep that energy and keep it going into the second half? Well, obviously, we've had a 10-minute break for halftime. How do the Jets continue that?
Yeah, they just gotta keep concentration high. I think so far they've done a great job. Right, this is if you go by record, this is the best team in the league right now. Right, so
yeah, exactly.
To be 0-0 at halftime, and not only that, to have dominated most of the first half.
And dominating possession and controlling the game. And
exactly.
Luke Pope out wide. Arms all over. Blue shirts flooding the box. Luke Pope battling with Elliot Raines. Crosses deflected, and it will be a corner on this far side. Lamine Danfa with his left foot will take it for this in-swinging ball. Oh, to be a goal up. Here it comes. Danfa, whipped in ball. All the way. It's headed over. Keeper gets a punch, but can't get it, but can't hold it. Farnsworth will clear. Betancourt cruising. Literally trips under his own feet with the ball. It's nearly was in behind him. Betancourt Cruz. Guzman drops it to Shmelev at the right center back. Roll. Cole Weaver boots it up the field. Devin Scholl. Okay, and Luke Pope loses it. Devin Scholl clears it upfield. It certainly has been the most comfortable Vinny D'Onofrio. Manny Segura drills it, and now there's time and space. Out wide to Jordan Correct. Can he beat Spencer Wolf? He can't, but it will be. But Spencer Wolf will clear it in the case of a throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly. Guzman looks. Clears comes the ball. Whipped in across. Headed away. Hernandez loses it. Herrera loses it, and Ivan Collin brings down Manny Segura for another Jets set piece. Well, giving away sloppy fouls, Bellingham United throughout this game have conceded very sloppy fouls. Is it only a matter of time until the dam breaks?
Just a matter of time.
Would you be shocked if the match stays 0-0? 20 and 29. Segura stands over it. Whipped in ball. And it did cause it bended. It dipped, but it wasn't enough to worry Riley Little.
Yeah, Yeah, that one's gonna. If you're gonna curl it from that far out like that, you're gonna have to put a lot of power on it. It's gonna have to take something special to beat him from there.
Thinking Roberto Carlos and the Roberto Carlos, anybody?
Yeah. Roberto Carlos probably wouldn't be proud of that one though.
Yeah, he might. He certainly would if Segura was able to bend that in the exact same fashion he did. And a foul is called as Liam Leonard, referee Liam Leonard signals for the other end. So Akov Shmelev will take this set piece about halfway in the Jets' half of the pitch. We haven't seen the center backs come up that high up the field once. Shmelev crosses to the far side, headers up to Elliot Rains, and it's one Luke Pope and Damfa, and here comes, oh dear, here comes the cross. Herrera, it's a goal! Oriel Herrera stuns everyone at Goddard Stadium, and all the momentum that was going in favor of the Jets comes for naught. The goal comes. It looks like it will be a goal.
Jets will be disappointed with that one. They did really well in the first half, dominated most of that half. They've started off slow defensively though in the second half, and Bellingham has been through the first almost 15 minutes. They have been the better team in the second half. And so,
well, Uriel Herrera gets the last laugh after being the constant center of attention for all the wrong reasons for referee Liam Leonard. He gets the opening goal. It comes in the 57th minute. It's his second goal of the season. How do the Jets respond? Well, all the hard work that the Jets had done for 57 minutes came to an end. And the Jets in that split second certainly were caught. Certainly we're caught napping there. And it's, all of a sudden, that's given away. Herrera. Colin. Takes a collision, and the referee Liam Leonard gives the Bellingham United a free kick about 20 yards from goal. Perfect place for a direct free kick. For someone to have a strike on goal. Cole Weaver. Barking directions to his players in the wall. It's a 5-man wall. So Richard Henderson will stand over this. It is a 4-man wall consisting of D'Onofrio, Segura, Augusti, and Bryce Coffin. And now
he's going to shoot this. He's looking at the near post.
Here it goes. Henderson! Straight to Cole Weaver.
He had the accuracy on it, just not enough power.
And Scholl's ball, and oh dear, and this is how, and not again. And here comes Henderson. Henderson takes a shot, forces another Cole Weaver to make another save. Well, bad passes and giveaways out of the back cost the Jets their first goal and nearly cost them a second. And here it comes again. Herrera having to hold off Segura. Manny Segura on the ground, just pirouettes around 3 Bellingham United players, switches out wide frantically to Correa. D'Onofrio comes on the overlap. D'Onofrio dancing with Shmelev. D'Onofrio cuts, turns on the burners. D'Onofrio gets taken down, and no penalty. He will give the corner, however, and the Jets players are completely livid with the call. In fact, 2 Bellingham United players are surrounding Liam Leonard. This has not been for the first time. Spencer Wolf, and it looks like Ivan Cullen surrounded. So here it goes. Can the Jets find an equalizer? Here we go. Brian Guzman to take. Here we go. Brian Guzman whipped in ball to the far post. Here's the header. Just so it's clear, but falls back to Brian Guzman. Sends the ball back in the area, and an offside flag Guzman was indeed in an offside position. So Riley Little will waste no time in taking this goal kick. And dancing with Farnsworth. Has to clear it. The expense of a Bellingham United throw in.
15 minutes gone. I'm just wondering when Vasco may go to the bench.
Well, there you've heard it, folks. An hour gone, and unfortunately, it's the Everett Jets 0, Bellingham United 1. Wolf getting pressured by Augusti. Noah Rasmussen has dropped deeper. Devin Scholl and a foul. Excuse me, never mind. It wasn't offside. It was a pretty high offside line, don't you think, for a call to be made near in the center circle. Quickly taken. Augusti. Excuse me, Fernandez. Herrera tumbled. The referee does not give the call. Shmalev trying to get him behind. It comes to no avail, and he gets and Herrera trying to push around Segura, and Guzman gets behind. Segura pushes up high. Luke Pope muscling off and wins the ball off of Elliot Raines. The Jets regaining their defensive shape. And here comes Agosi trying to slot the through ball for Danfa, but he can't reach him. Danfa needs only one chance in behind, and he's away. Correct. Guzman cuts inward. Guzman, top of the box, out wide to Luke Pope. Pope has time and space. Pope sends the ball in. Here comes the cross, headed away by Spencer Wolf. Not only as far as to the edge of the area as Brian Guzman. Guzman cuts in, sends the ball to the far side, and in Fernandez headers up in the box. Half-hearted clearance by Uriel Herrera. D'Onofrio back to Segura, and here comes Aiden Fernandez. Fernandez takes a shot, falls to the feet of Danfa. Lamine Danfa, in the box. Danfa. Sam Augusti cleared away. What do the Jets need to do to grab an equalizer? D'Onofrio gets pulled by Richard Henderson. Clear and obvious.
They just need to take a shot.
Just whatever. It's just like whatever the soccer gods is just.
It's too once they get into the box, it's just too slow. They just need to take a chance, just take a shot.
Will something fall? Will luck fall the Jets' way? Segura standing over it. Here it comes. Segura sending ball to the far side. It's set up, and unfortunately, it was sort of hit on the side of foot of, I believe it was Jordan. I believe it was Correa who was off quickly. But the Jets are doing much good of maintaining a high press. And Bryce Coffin pushes off Ivan Cullen. Bryce Coffin was having none of it. And now they're going to finally give... Bryce Coffin wasn't certainly having none of it, was he, Brent? That's why they say forwards, the smaller players are likened to as pests. Danfa holds off, back, tries to win it off of Noah Betancourt Cruz, and now Bellingham United can come away on the counter. Farnsworth takes it through the middle to Betancourt Cruz, sends a long ball to Elliot Raines, and it's broken up by Luke Pope, and Devin Scholl boots the ball upfield to Jordan Carrera, loses it in the sun, and Danny Fazio barely can keep the ball in play. No, he can't. He concedes the throw, and he can't keep the ball in play. And there will be It looks like the substitution's about to be made. And Jake Williams, and to the dismay, Jake Williams will come on in replace of Lamine Damfa. And also, and Jordan, I believe it was Jordan Carrera. And Gian Herrera will come in for Jordan Carrera. Well, there goes the element of speed. Do you think it might prove costly that the Jets took out Lamine Damfa?
No, he looked like he was he looked a little tired. Wasn't having too much success down that right-hand side, so get some fresh legs in there.
So Lamine Damfa and Jordan Correa go a solid 67 minutes. And it looks like Bellingham United, looks like someone's about to come on this near side. It looks like it is, from our view from the booth up above at Goddard Stadium, it indeed looks like Sebastian Figueroa is ready to come on. Who remains to be seen. And a throw-in on this far side. Head away, not far. Fernandez. And here come Bellingham United. Segura. Switches the play long to D'Onofrio. He tried to send it to Gian Herrera. But Herrera, and Little finally picks it up. Little twirls it to Spencer Wolf.
That play right there has been the story of our second half so far.
And here comes Ivan Collin. He's one-on-one with Bryce Coffin. Profit while Collin in behind. And Cole Weaver comes in and has to make the save. And now there's some argument saying that on the foul there's some words being exchanged between Collin and Weaver. Weaver was saying, you didn't have the ball, it was well behind you. How is it my fault?
Yeah, I think Weaver took a hit for his troubles, but both players had equal right for the ball.
That's certainly the case. A throw in. Well, this game, given the scoreline, it is still just one-sided, even though it's 1-0, and there's a substitution. A substitution will be made. So, it's the first substitution. So, Sebastian Figueroa comes on for Elliot Raines. Elliot Raines' night is done. And here's another long ball. Collins. Here comes Weaver. Oh. Those two may not be happy with each other at the end of the game if they keep running into each other. Guzman holding off the massive figure of the center back, Ayakov Shmelev. Quickly. Guzman. Surrounded. Still has the ball possession. Needing time, and D'Onofrio to the middle to Augusti. Augusti holds off Richard Harrison. Back to Guzman out wide. Guzman cuts, sends the ball in across, and he can't get it. It's like, oh, and it's just wide. Oh, it could have been the best chance of the game all night for the Jets. Oh my goodness. Well, Riley Little certainly had no idea. He had certainly no idea what he was doing. And now Bellingham United, Evan Collins can break. Bryce Coffin battling off in slide tackles. Good tackle by Bryce Coffin.
This game should be 1-1. This game should be 1-1.
Without a doubt. Jake Williams should have had the equalizing goal.
From one winger to the other one. Brian Guzman put in a great ball into the box. I think the keeper may have lost it in the sun a little bit. And just the shot from Jake Williams just flashes across the goal.
Another substitution has been made. Noah Rasmussen comes off. He will be replaced by Sebastian Kent. So we'll try to make sure we can clarify the two Sebastians that are on the field together. Sebastian Figueroa at the right wing in the wing-back role, with Sebastian Kent in the central midfield role. So a flurry of and it looks like this. Kareem Piotin, the captain, returns from his rib injury. He comes on. And Bryce Coffin's night is done. Kareem Piotin returns in the final regular season game. Stellar work rate by Bryce Coffin tonight, Brent?
Yeah, I think apart from the goal that we've given up, I think him and Devin did a good job there in the back.
Well, Devin Scholl and Scholl and Piotin don't communicate well, and as the two nearly get in the way, almost dangerous, and he wasn't and Collins was in an offside position, and the referee is aware of it. Long ball, Herrera settles it. Herrera taken late on Kareem Piotin, and a yellow card is shown to the goal scorer, Uriel Herrera. It comes in the 72nd minute, and it was rather reckless and rather late, wasn't it?
Yep, reckless and late. Yellow card definitely deserved there. Kareem Piotin in the wars immediately.
Well, he just came back from his rib injury. You certainly don't want to have him get hurt again. And Williams out wide to Herrera. Herrera drops it back to Luke Pope. Pope quickly sends the ball back to Williams. Williams dancing with Fazio. And we have the rare moment of an ambulance rushing off to an emergency as the stadium is located next to a fire department. And actually we'll have the ladder company and an ambulance head out. You could have thought I was in Bridgeville, Illinois. Chicago Fire, Brent? Anyone? Aiden Fernandez. A lob ball to Sam Augusti. Augusti! He's got time, sends it to Segura. Segura tries to holds off and pushes off of Spencer Wolf. No marginal task, and it will be a throw-in.
Would have liked to see Augusti just shoot it there. The sun is in the keeper's eyes, so he's already lost one ball in the sun with the Brian Guzman cross. So why not try one from 20, 25 yards out?
Williams and Pope battling with the. As you notice, the Jets have won every single cleared ball by Bellingham United. About majority of every cleared ball, you could say. Colin. Henderson. Out wide to Sebastian Figueroa. Out wide on the near side. Dan Figueroa dancing with D'Onofrio. Figueroa. And it will be, unfortunately, a corner. D'Onofrio gives away a corner. It will be. So Richard Henderson will take this. We have played 75 minutes. The score, the Everett Jets 0, Bellingham United 1. So Henderson will take this on with his out-swinging ball to this far side. Henderson's whipped in cross. It's right on the far post and saved by Weaver. And Weaver quickly boots it upfield. He sees Herrera muscling off of Sebastian Kent. Ball up in the air in no man's land. Ball bouncing around Fernandez. Pope and Augusti. And it will be a throw-in in favor of the Jets.
Well done from Luke Pope.
And another substitution will be made.
Hello, mullet.
And indeed, this player, who is... So a substitution. So the goal scorer, well, he was riding yellow card. So Uriel Herrera's night is done. He's replaced by Nick Kashmir. In the 75th minute, a solid performance despite the yellow card. Kashmir Taken late by Kareem Piotin, and Piotin will get a yellow card for the late challenge on Kashmir.
Yep, tactical foul.
You know that it wasn't vicious, but the referee certainly has to give it, doesn't he?
Exactly. You're stopping a goal scoring opportunity. It's not an obvious one, so it's obviously not a red, but
well, that's where
slowing down a counterattack, it's always going to get you a yellow card
every time. Certainly, and it wasn't that case. So, Malev to the far side, headed up. Pope clears it with the new acrobatic overhead clearance. Make sure it's only nothing more than a throw in. So throw it on this far side. Kashmir to Fazio. And Henderson was broken up by Farnsworth. Farnsworth was nearly barreled into the box. Pope. Sebastian Kent. A throw in. There's still plenty of time for the Jets to grab an equalizer, but time is slipping away from them to get themselves back into it, Brent, isn't it?
There's still 13 minutes left. They still got plenty of time to nick an equalizer and maybe even go for a game winner. They'll certainly want to go for that game winner if they can. Get some momentum headed into the playoffs next week.
Certainly Gian Herrera. Pope tries to send it over, and it's blocked, but it will be a throw-in. Certainly what you don't want to be doing at this state of the match is being penned back after all that hard work, all that momentum you had. Long ball by Scholl. Sam Augusti. He says it to Gian Herrera. Herrera in the box. Herrera shoots. Herrera just wide. Gian Herrera had the best chance of the time to grab an equalizer for the Jets, but he scuffs it just wide.
That was that chance we were just talking about. Just scuffs it.
It didn't get any better than that.
That's now two golden opportunities just flashing across the goal frame.
And then, but look at this. Bellingham United give it away again. And then Guzman gets muscled off and tugged off by Sebastian Figueroa. Do you take this set piece quickly, or do you wait and strategically take as much time and then send it in?
It looks like they are going to take their time a little bit. Devon's not up in the box, so it's the
Here it goes. Segura to the far side. Here comes Williams. Williams having and it's an offside.
Williams must have just gone a second too soon there.
It's certainly a game of it's certainly by half a foot, half a yard. Not even half a yard, half a foot. Can really make a difference. Scholl wins the ball. Augusti out wide to Williams. Williams gets
a foul.
No foul given and a throw into Bellingham United. Questionable call there, Brent?
Yeah, I think that was probably a foul, but referee didn't give it.
We have 10 minutes of regulation time plus whatever added time for injuries and stoppages for the Jets to grab an equalizer. Kashmir. Collins. Throwing back the other way. Aiden Fernandez. Won by and switched foot to the near side to Vinny D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio looks up and he's taken down quite late by Nick Kashmir. Referee Liam Leonard getting in the way. It was totally reckless. There was no attempt to win the ball whatsoever. Oh, goodness. And referee Liam Leonard has opted to not show the yellow card.
I think he's lucky a little bit to get away for the yellow card.
Well, we came in from behind and with plenty of force. And there will be another substitution. Or they'll try to make it. Vinny D'Onofrio, he's okay. But he certainly took the worst of it. So it looks like Ale Tomagi will come in. And indeed, he will replace, it looks like, Ivan Cullen. But we need to wait to confirm this.
Some late game tactics here, walking off the field.
A little gamesmanship. So Ivan Cullen is off. So Brian Guzman will take this. Here it comes. Guzman. It's headed away by Sebastian Figueroa. Sent back up into the middle, but nobody in particular. Bounces over Danny Fazio and given right back to Aiden Fernandez. Sam Augusti loses the ball. One back in a slot crunching challenge. Referee allows to go, played by Aiden Fernandez. Sam Augusti with the ball. Sakura. Augusti sends it to Williams. Williams in behind! Just over! Williams had another good chance to grab the equalizer. Jake Williams has had two real good chances, and he has scuffed them both.
Some really good play in the midfield. It was a really good ball to Jake Williams, and he just can't keep his chip down. Can't keep it under the crossbar.
It makes me wonder, do you think he really needed to chip the keeper in that moment? Could he have just played it simple? Could he have just simply stroked it along the ground?
Maybe a little. Yeah, maybe. But I'd say it's a split-second decision. So.
Well, adrenaline was certainly going in that moment.
Actually, the game that's going, the soccer game, is the gate still open?
Another goal. Here it goes. And Segura battling with Betancourt Cruz. And a free kick, a late call. The Jets are really frustrated why that call was made when it was.
Can you go grab the pizza? Pizza guy's here.
And then the referee, Liam Leonard, signals again, says that it was taken too quick, that he was not ready for the play to resume. Ayakov Shmalev asking referee, where do you want me to place the ball for this kick? He sends it long. Kashmir and Piotin go up for the header. D'Onofrio. Another head up in the way. Tomagi. And here it comes out wide. Brian Guzman keeps the ball in play. Guzman, but he sends the pass right to Sebastian Ken in the middle, the central midfielder. Piotin chests it and tries to send it upwards, but to no avail, just sends it skyward and out for a Bellingham United throw-in. Throwing on this far side. Betancourt Cruz muscled, knocks off. He's in behind. Is there an offside flag? And there is an offside flag.
I hit side netting anyway.
It hit side netting. It looked like, I believe it was Drew Farnsworth, who was in an offside position. D'Onofrio chests it down. Look at that. Look at such skill by D'Onofrio. Guzman, back to D'Onofrio.
Keep it on the ground.
Fernandez holds off Kent. Segura. Aiden Fernandez gets muscled off, and referee Liam Leonard signals for a Jets throw-in. Urgency, but D'Onofrio, Augusti, and a throw-in, and there was waiting, and a costly waiting. 5 minutes plus whatever added time is left. Certainly, we're about to find out We'll see how much time is that referee Liam Leonard signals will be allotted. Ayakov Shmelev. Manny Segura gets out of trouble and wins the ball back, and he overplays the pass to his midfielder Brian Guzman. Well, now the sun is officially set, and the shadows of the trees and of the sets of bleachers have finally creeped in. Throw-in's made. D'Onofrio wins it to Kashmir in the middle. Betancourt Cruz tries to turn it to Drew Farnsworth. Luke Pope wins it off Drew Farnsworth to Guzman. Little back heel by Manny Segura. Luke Pope loses it again to no Betancourt Cruz. Luke Pope battling with Henderson, and here comes Drew Farnsworth. Farnsworth, crunching, slide tackle,
no.
And it's a penalty kick. Referee Liam Leonard points to the spot, and what has been a very well-played game for the Jets has turned south in the fall minutes. It's certainly something that the Jets did not want to have happen.
Yeah, they gave away a penalty in the first match. They've given away another one here. Couldn't tell from here how much of the ball he got or how much of the player he got, but the referee's given it, and Richard Henderson, sorry, is going to step up.
Stands over
for
this
his fourth of the season.
Richard Henderson, ref players and Agosti and Nick Kashmir. Sam Agosti and Nick Kashmir are pushing and shoving each other at the top of the box. No players can enter the box until the kick has been made. So here we go. Richard Henderson, little stutter, and goes to Cole Weaver's left. And it's unfortunately Bellingham United 2, Everett Jets 0. Goal scored off a PK. A goal comes from Richard Henderson in the 88th minute. It's his 4th goal in regular season play.
Yeah, Weaver dove the right way there, but Henderson gave him no chance with putting it in the top right corner. Gave him no chance.
Well, it was certainly a very exciting game, and it's sort of deflated moment of deflation for the Jets, who were doing so well through most of this game, controlled most of this game. Give up a Kashmir pushing off Piotin. As I was saying, the Jets were doing so well through most of this game, but this late penalty kick seemed to be that final deflating moment.
Yeah, they've done well. They've done well all game. It's just they've just lacked that final,
that extra touch,
that final end product.
And another substitution's been made. It looks like Jack Miller comes in for Drew Farnsworth. Drew Farnsworth's night is done. He goes almost a full 90 minutes. And Thomas Watson is stripped to come on for Bellingham United. It's only a matter of who. Tomagi. Miller. Henderson drops it back. We'll see how much allotted added time. Devin Scholl sends a long ball, which literally Riley Little, the goalkeeper, had to literally catch it like a wide receiver on a kickoff. Except he couldn't carry the ball and run with it.
Yeah, I think part of that was just to waste time.
Most likely, it certainly was. How much time? Augusti wins it. Aiden Fernandez holding off. Sebastian Figueroa sends it to Devin Scholl, moved up in the attack. Devin Scholl loses it off Nick Kashmir. And here Bellingham United could break. It's 3v3. And Luke Pope intercepts the intended through ball. for Ale Tomagi. We are in. We have played the 90 minutes. We are in to stoppage time. And it will go to Cole Weaver. And is this the last chance? Guzman cuts in. Loses it off and loses it to Noah Betancourt Cruz, who drops it back to Richard Henderson.
Looks like Jets are going to...
Kareem Piotin, the center back, and he passes another terrible pass. Intercepted again by Devin Scholl. Guzman getting pushed off by Richard Henderson, and Kashmir,
That's all.
referee no flag D'Onofrio with the sliding tackle.
I think that one probably should have been off, to be honest. He when the ball was played, he was already behind. He was already behind the
We have
defense.
played 1 minute of stoppage time.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to end in another
Richard
defeat.
Henderson's night is done. The goal scorer, he gets replaced by Thomas Watson. You sure this is the last throw-in?
Substitution number 18. Thomas Watson.
Kashmir.
Number 9.
Samag. Devin Scholl clears it. Nearly clears it. We nearly had a souvenir there.
Last few seconds here.
If the fans can retrieve the ball, if the ref...
Well, it looks like the Jets are going to lose their final home game, their final game of the season.
their inaugural
But
regular season.
it certainly wasn't for the lack of trying. Played
Well-
some. They can go away today knowing they played well.
They certainly did, and it certainly, as the saying goes, Brent, Rome was not built in a day, and clearly this team needs much more time. And there it goes. The final action, Bellingham United beats your hometown Everett Jets 2-0. I'm Connor Estelle, alongside me, Brent Pradley, saying, signing off, and we will see you again, hopefully next season. Goodbye for now.